Do you think that Jay-Z is doing the right thing by teaming up with or do you think that's kind of hypocritical of him?
Solange been avoiding that Jay-Z conversation for more than a decade now.
Solange, you think Jay-Z made the right decision by teaming up with the or do you think that was maybe going against his word?
Get out of here now.
But now, she's speaking up. Because if you thought you knew why Solange mollywhopped Jay-Z in that elevator back in 2014, baby, you is dead wrong. Turns out that was not the first time she came for him. And now, more than a decade later, Solange is finally breaking her silence, allegedly. And it ain't just one thing. It's a whole laundry list of atrocities that Jay been doing behind Beyonce's back and in front of her face. Will Smith's name drop? Diddy's name drop too. Child, what really went down that night? Why did Solange go full Tekken 7 on Jay? And most importantly, why does it feel like Beyonce was just standing there like she's seen this all before? Let's spill this tea. So it's May 5th, 2014, and we got Jay-Z, Beyonce, and Solange at the Standard Hotel after the Met Gala. Folks looking real rich, real unbothered, but that's just on the surface. Then bam! The elevator door closed and Solange turned into a WWE champion on Jay-Z's ass. And in the leak footage, y'all could see she was swinging, kicking, and dragging Jay like he owed her money. And Beyonce, she stood there like she was watching Real Housewives reruns. But here's where things get messy. Allegedly, Solange ain't just pop off for no reason. First reports say that Jay was acting real shady all night, supposedly flirting with some fashion designer named Rachel Roy, allegedly, and been real disrespectful toward Bey. If this was true, it wouldn't surprise me, because it won't be the first time Hov would pull that kind of stunt on Bey. According to some reports, he did it with Riri, showing up to a party with Riri in hand and ignoring Beyonce. But hey, we going off topic here. Alright, now we know there ain't ever been a time on God's green earth when Solange ever liked Jay-Z. Y'all can check me on that if I'm wrong, but we would find out that the elevator brawl wasn't the first time Solange been on Jay's neck. Oh yeah, sis been on demon time, and she's been trying to warn Beyonce all along. See, people been forgetting that Solange been side-eyeing Jay-Z since day one. Why? Because she knew what kind of man he was. Allegedly, Solange was telling Beyonce since the early 2000s that Jay was no good. And these concerns she been having have been popping up again. But we'll talk about that. The fact is, Solange ain't no fool. She been in this industry long enough to know how these powerful men move. Rumors been swirling for years that Jay been controlling Beyonce like a damn business contract and making all these backdoor deals that put her in the middle of fame, money, and some messy stuff. Allegedly. Like, y'all know how some messy folks would do you a solid just so they can hold it over you when they need something from you? Well, allegedly, they saying that's what Jay been doing to Bey her whole career. And they in so deep that Bey can't even see herself without Jay in it. That's a problem. Cause when Solange tried to warn Bey, they said Bey wouldn't listen. They say Jay found a way to manipulate the situation. And then, boom, Solange snapped. But Beyonce did nothing, said nothing, and just watched. Kinda like she would have done it herself if she wasn't Beyonce. You get what I mean? Because y'all gotta know this situation is sticky ASF. And Jay's crisis management probably working overtime in shifts round the clock, because who would have thought Jay, Beyonce, and this Diddy mess would fit into the same sentence? Everyone? Because y'all know Diddy been getting exposed left and right for all the nasty, dark, behind-the-scenes stuff in this industry. And guess who allegedly been close with Diddy for years? Yep, Jay-Z. And guess who allegedly tried to keep Beyonce away from all that mess? Yep, Solange. And because, forgive me if I call you blind, but everyone expected Jay to be dragged into Diddy's mess from the moment the case went bust. And that's assuming Jay is innocent, but he would have known. The business was too out there. Usher knew. The man even confirmed that he's seen Diddy's debauchery in action as far back as the 90s when he was a kid.
To learn
Flavor Camp.
Yeah,
Flavor
that's
Camp.
what it was called. And you're going to go to Puff Daddy's. He's going
In the 90s. Do you understand what that's like?
Puffy's place was like just filled with chicks and orgying like nonstop, right?
No, not really. I
Come
mean,
on.
but hey, it was curious. I got a chance to see some things.
Yeah, but you were 13. What were you
I
seeing?
went there to see the lifestyle.
Right.
And I saw it.
Now, if Solange already knew that Jay was into and she already knew what Diddy was about, of course she was going to try to get her sister away from all that. And allegedly, that Met Gala night was when she reached her breaking point. She wasn't just mad about the cheating, she was mad about the lifestyle. And apparently, Jay was doing more than just messing around on Beyonce. Allegedly, Solange caught wind of some things that involved underage girls, questionable business deals, and industry secrets that Jay did not want getting out. And what happened next? That elevator door shut and Solange saw her moment. And Bey just stood and stared them down like it was two strangers fighting and not her sister letting it all out on her husband. Now this the part that got everybody talking, cause Beyonce, she didn't move a muscle. Sis stood there like she was watching a commercial. And that tells us one thing, this is not the first time she's seen Solange go off on Jay. Matter of fact, it might not even be the worst time. The way Beyonce stood there calmly is like she already knew her sister was finna pop off. Like, well, here we go again. And listen, if your sister randomly start windmilling on your man in the elevator, wouldn't you at least try to hold her back? Exactly. So what do Beyonce's actions tell us? Either she low-key agreed with Solange was doing, or she was so used to it that she couldn't even pretend to care. Either way, this speaks volumes. Now, let's fast forward to today, because it's one question that still needs some answering. Solange and Beyonce. Well, their relationship been looking real funny. Solange didn't post nothing when Beyonce dropped Renaissance. She didn't congratulate her on breaking Grammy records. Beyonce didn't even thank Solange in her Grammy speech, but she thanked everybody else and they mama. And let's not forget, Solange hasn't been seen nowhere near Jay-Z since that 2014 event. So what's that tell y'all? Maybe Solange washed her hands from the whole mess. Maybe she gave up trying to protect Beyonce because she realized they gon' stay no matter what Jay do. Or maybe, just maybe, Solange got some tea that she still ain't spilled. And when she do, oh baby, Jay-Z might want to stay away from elevators. But hey, why y'all think Solange really snapped on Jay-Z? Was it just about the cheating, or was there something way bigger going on? Most importantly, is Beyonce finally gonna wake up and leave Jay, or is she riding this mess out till the wheels fall off? Drop them comments, cause I need to know what y'all think.